Outside of the home of Nancy Guthrie, her community is coming together, laying candles and flowers. Guthrie's possible abductor or abductors are believed to have sent purported ransom notes threatening her life if a demand for $6 million is not met by 5 p.m. Monday, according to CNN affiliate KGUN. A first demand deadline reportedly passed last week. KGUN reporting the ransom note included a threat to Guthrie's life. Her children, Savannah, Annie, and Cameron, posted a third video over the weekend pleading for their mother's return. Law enforcement officials were at Nancy Guthrie's home Monday morning. This weekend, they were seen examining a septic tank nearby. Now, the Pima County Sheriff's Department said the investigation is ongoing in multiple locations, and they will guard the 84-year-old's home at the request of her family. So far, no suspects or persons of interest have been identified. Authorities are still asking for tips and information. And we'll pass along any new details on this case to you as we receive it. For now, welcome into Fox 10 Live. It's Monday, February 9th. We hope you had a wonderful weekend. I'm Ashley Mitchell. Let's continue our trending headlines of the day. Well, the Epstein investigation is moving forward despite some possible roadblocks. Lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have been trying to figure out how Epstein got away with abusing so many girls for so long. And now they want to know if any high-profile Americans helped. Two commanders-in-chief have been named, Presidents Trump and Clinton. But earlier today, Maxwell said she doesn't think either broke the law. Maxwell is serving a 20-year prison sentence for sex trafficking, but some Democrats are accusing the White House of trying to cut a deal in exchange for her silence. Committee members also heading to the DOJ on Monday for an unredacted look at the Epstein files. Meanwhile, police releasing new body camera video of the law enforcement response following the deadly shooting at Brown University last year. The video comes from Lieutenant Patrick Potter's body-worn camera as he worked with other officers as they worked to determine what parts of the building are clear as they searched for additional victims and the suspect. Officials say parts of the video were heavily redacted and graphic and sensitive material removed as well to protect the privacy of victims and witnesses. Investigators say the suspect, a former Brown University student, opened fire inside the Baruch and Hawley Engineering building during an economics exam review session. 2 students and 9 other people were injured in this shooting. The police body-worn video was released following multiple public records requests. It's time now to take a look at what's coming up in our local headlines with Fox 10's Steve Alexander. Steve.
And now time for your forecast here at 3:03. You can see the look outside right now. 67 degrees D'Iberville in Mobile, 68 degrees Orange Beach, 67 in Mobile. This has been a warm day for us here on the Gulf Coast. And it looks like the warm pattern will continue in the days ahead. Really nice view from the beach down there. Wouldn't that be a nice place to be? And I have seen on this camera a few folks out there enjoying it. Remember, the water temperatures are still really quite cool. They are in the 50s. Now, your temperatures as you're stepping outside this afternoon, all the way up to 77 degrees in Calvert. And how about 79 degrees in Leakesville? An extremely warm temperature there for us here in early February. 71 in Milton, 68 in Gulf Shores. Also, dew points are not super high, but they're going to be at a point tonight where we have to keep an eye on some fog development. I think that is going to be the key point to our forecast here over the next couple of days. This is a look at Muggy meter showing the dew points day by day, and you notice they're in that pleasant to noticeable category. That is enough for us to get foggy conditions in the next few days. And you can see how this looks with our enhanced fog futurecast. The numbers really go down. This is with our graph futurecast model, and the half-mile visibility is widespread for us by Tuesday morning. I think some locations will be better than others, but the possibility is there for some dense fog. So go ahead and prepare for that on your morning commute on Tuesday morning. You're going to need to allow a little extra time because, especially if you have to travel across the Bayway, we will be dealing with that. Dense fog advisory has been issued for the entire area, so something to think about there.
Yeah, it is a little muggy out there, but I will take muggy over chilly.
Yes,
for sure.
I'm done with cold.
I feel like a lot of people are thawing out this week, and
Yes.
we're seeing that in several of the pictures that you all have been submitting. So let's go ahead and take a look at those for your story today. First up, this one comes from Carlton Euler, and he says it's a foggy morning in Grand Bay this Monday. You were just talking about that.
Yeah, I'm actually meant to post this picture
beautiful.
online. It is a fantastic picture, and we get regular photos from Carlton. And a lovely photo with light fog.
Yeah,
now,
look at
that
those
is
beams.
not going to be the case over the next few mornings. I have a feeling that fog is going to be a lot denser, so be ready for that.
Yeah.
By the way, if you do have, I know fog maybe isn't the prettiest thing to take a picture of, or it's not something that you think to take a picture of.
Sure.
But if you do take a fog photo tomorrow morning and send it in and to give us your location, that actually really helps us because we can know where the visibility is reduced and where it's not. So if
Awesome.
you have any fog photos tomorrow morning, do send them in on the Fox 10
Yeah.
weather app. Up next, this is Jerry saying this one in Sunrise, Bay Street and Bay St. Louis, excuse me, Bay Street.
That's okay.
Bay St. Louis.
I know what you were saying.
Mississippi. It was the way it was done in prompter that I was like, what? Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. A lovely calm look there.
Look at those blue colors as well. The sun coming off the water. Love a good sunrise. I'm partial to the sunrise, although I think sunsets are beautiful as well. So thank you, Jerry, for submitting that one in. This next one comes from Mary House. This one's a sunset, this time in Jackson, Alabama. What a nice night out there.
A nice part of
Yeah.
South Alabama to be in. Love the views from our inland spots. Always appreciate when we get an inland sunset photo. So again, as always, please send those in. And then up next here, Dana Bob's, this is backyard at sundown.
Ooh.
Oh, nice through the trees there. So this is kind of similar to where I live. I have pretty
wooded
forested
area.
So my sunsets do look like this.
I'm jealous of you and Dana because this looks stunning. This almost looks like a vacation oasis where you would go to
Yes.
just like escape the world. So love those pictures. Yeah, I'm sure that's a beautiful look in the morning and at night. This next one comes from Rita and Matt Viscelli. Mika is enjoying her Mardi Gras throw in Grand Bay, Alabama. I'm trying to figure out what that is. Can you
It looks
tell?
like a little.
Is it a mummy?
Yeah, I can't exactly tell, but kind
Okay,
of.
they said this was an Inca throw.
Yeah,
That's what they were saying in our. That's what
it
our
was from Inca. Okay,
director
yeah.
was saying.
That makes complete sense there. Love the throws. I actually
Yeah.
saw one of these, the very similar throws, when I was in KOER the other night. I was walking with the Fairhope band the other night, and some of the throws. Because when you're walking alongside the band, you end up having to toss some things back to the crowd. And we found this. It was really pretty. Like it was an American flag, but it was like Mardi Gras 5.
That's cool. That's so
really
fun.
cool, but
Did
it
you
was
have
the same
fun this
kind of
past
pillow.
weekend? Because you were on the
Yes.
Fox 10 float.
Yes, the Fox 10 float was
Yeah.
super fun. Only had one close victim to my heavy throwing.
Just one? That's a record for you. If you see him, stay away. I'm just kidding.
I throw hard and
You
I
do.
throw a lot.
And it's a little unpredictable. That path is a little wonky, so just watch your head when you're in the crowd.
Hopefully,
Disclaimer.
y'all caught a lot in your
Yes.
weekend parades. The
Yeah.
week parades this week look good, so
Yeah,
we're
we
excited for it.
we love seeing your Mardi Gras pictures, especially this time of year. One of our favorite parts, truly. We want to see them, whether that's from the float or at the barricades in the crowd. Please submit them. You can do that really easily by going to fox10tv.com. You can also submit on our Fox 10 weather app, Fox 10 News app as well. Thank you all to those who submitted photos today. We would love to continue seeing them. It's 3:09 now on your Monday. We'll be back with more Fox 10 Live in a minute.
Literacy rates for kids in school. Investigate TV Plus.
Today at 3:30 on Fox 10.
Welcome back into Fox 10 Live on your Monday now. Lyft is rolling out a new ride-sharing option, but for teenagers.
The company says Lyft Teen will provide a safe and affordable way for parents to get their kids from point A to point B.
All right, Lyft said only drivers who meet the highest standards with background checks, safe driving records, and positive feedback history will be allowed to transport the teens.
Only verified Lyft accounts will be able to create teen profiles, and parents will be able to track their teens' locations live.
The new service launched Monday in Atlanta, New York, and more than 200 other locations across the U.S. I'm unsure if this launched here in Alabama or
don't believe so, but because
Okay.
I know that they do launch in the big cities before they go to other places. But this, I think, for a lot of parents, especially if you aren't already using some kind of location tracking app, it is an easier way to make sure that the kid is safe.
Absolutely.
I think this is a great idea.
Yeah, and there are, like you said, a lot of kids that do use public transportation in bigger cities, so kudos to Lyft for doing this. Well, selfies from space are about to become a thing.
NASA has given astronauts permission to bring their own smartphones with them on missions.
Oh, I love that. Before now, they had to leave their devices behind and use NASA-approved cameras to take those pictures.
The new policy has already taken effect and applies to the next mission, which is a SpaceX flight to the International Space Station.
And by the way, that could happen as soon as Thursday.
Then next month, an anticipated Artemis 2 mission could launch.
The first lunar mission in more than 50 years will give human eyes their first look at, Nick, wait for it, Pink Floyd fans, the dark side of the moon.
That is going to be, there's a lot of excitement about this mission. And I think it would be cool with the introduction of the smartphones in space.
Yeah.
You don't get that, with the communication that they're doing now, you don't get that like kind of instant, and again, it is possible to do that instant communication, of course, up there. So I think having the smartphone up there would be really cool.
And so much more personal, and seeing it from that vantage point is going to be so cool.
Like
I'm intrigued.
iPhone quality pictures from space.
Oh,
I'm
they're going to be
see.
phenomenal.
Yes.
Yeah, super excited to see those. The Seahawks now riding high from their Super Bowl 60 victory over the Patriots.
And millions of Americans are ready to celebrate with them away from work.
Yeah, a survey from UKG announcing more than 26 million people expected to call in sick the day after the big game. That's today.
That's up about 4 million from last year, too.
Yeah, the absences are projected to cost businesses more than $5 billion in lost productivity.
Most people gave their employers a heads up and took the day off ahead of time.
Yeah, but 3.3 million will still call in sick today.
And 1.6 million will ghost their jobs, just not show up, no call, no email. I don't know how people do that. I can't even call in sick. I'd rather die.
When you're sick. Literally when you're sick. We were talking about this. The Super Bowl is so fun, but we're both feeling it for sure.
Well, no, I'm tired too. It throws off your entire schedule.
Does.
And I worked during the Super Bowl yesterday, and it just threw off the entire schedule.
I'm definitely not in college anymore, and I can feel it. I stayed up till midnight for the first time.
Okay, now that is one thing.
I'm ruined for the rest of the month.
I'm a meteorologist. I can stay up that late.
He's used to it. He's used to it by now. He never sleeps. The National Retail Federation expects Americans will spend $29 billion this Valentine's Day alone.
That is a record amount.
Wow. According to the NRF's annual survey, shoppers are budgeting nearly $200 for gifts.
That includes gifts from romantic partners, family members, children's classmates, teachers, other co-workers, parents, pets.
Yeah. Candy remains the most popular Valentine's Day gift, followed by flowers, cards, a night out, or even jewelry. This price tag does not surprise me by any means.
Mardi Gras overshadows, I feel like, in some people's minds, Valentine's Day.
Especially
I feel like
here.
that is definitely where my brain is. I forget that it is this weekend.
Yeah.
But
that's a good point. I will say, when I was living in the Midwest, which we don't really celebrate Mardi Gras, I was thinking about Valentine's Day a whole lot more. And I feel like it's really sneaking up on us this year.
Yes.
For sure. Something to keep in mind. Well, Budweiser left nothing to chance on Super Bowl Sunday, taking home a record 10th first place finish in USA Today's ad meter contest.
The King of Beers topped this year's ranking with its 62nd spot. American icons easily outpacing Lay's in voting that wrapped up hours after the game ended.
Such a sweet commercial. The ad marked Budweiser's 150th anniversary while tying it to America's upcoming 250th with the iconic Clydesdale front and center.
The story follows the rescue and rise of a bald eagle set to Lynyrd Skynyrd's Free Bird, a song executives say was the only choice.
Oh yeah, Budweiser beat Lay's, Pepsi, Dunkin', and Michelob Ultra to reclaim the top spot. I think this is the sweetest commercial.
I have not gotten to watch it full. I need to, but the clips, I can see the emotional strings from the clips.
Yeah. And by the way, the Clydesdales are set to be in Mobile for Mardi Gras coming on Wednesday, so excited to see them in person.
And we have to talk about the forecast for this week because, of course, we have so much going on weather-wise. Let's just get right to it. A warm week ahead for us, and we do have a rain chance that starts on Wednesday, and there is a little bit of a Wednesday chance for showers there. But then at the weekend, I say weekend storms, looking a little more likely now. We just got a couple extra model runs in, and there's a little more confidence with this rain chance. So let's take a look at it. We're looking at the upper level chart first, and I want to direct your attention to this area of upper level low pressure. This is going to slide into our region later on, and that is going to bring us a rain chance on Wednesday. It is a small rain chance on Wednesday. Here's how it looks. So a weak boundary slides in here. You can see the boundary. I actually do not have it drawn out because it is so weak, but it's that little band of green that you see right there. That leads to a few showers on Wednesday. Then our attention turns to the next big thing, which will be this low pressure system that organizes off to our west and tracks across the deep south. And this system could bring a chance for some thunderstorms. This is 7 a.m. on Sunday, and it's likely that we will see thunderstorms ongoing, maybe in the early morning passing through our area. And good news with this, the timing has gotten a little bit more confident. It does look like that Saturday night into Sunday morning time frame with thunderstorms. The low pressure system has been consistently placed in this area now as of the last couple of model runs from both the GFS and the Europeans. So with that, we have our Saturday and Sunday rain chance. That Sunday rain chance is a morning rain chance, and we clear out by the end of it. Temperatures ahead of this system stay warm with morning temperatures in the 50s. Afternoons will be warm in the 70s, and we have a little bit of mugginess. There's a little more moisture in the atmosphere. That is going to lead to fog development. You can see here with our fog futurecast, purple shows up. It's going to be foggy, a dense fog advisory into tomorrow morning. 7-day outlook. We have a lot going on here. This takes us all the way to Mardi Gras, and Saturday night into Sunday morning looks like our biggest rain chance here. Otherwise, temperatures staying warm above average through the 7-day outlook.
Great news there, Nick. Thanks for that update. Well, auto sales were a little slower than expected last month. The harsh winter could be part of that problem. Fox Business correspondent Grady Trimble is at the Chicago Auto Show with what buyers are looking for in a brand new ride.
Despite disappointing sales figures for new vehicles in January, potential car customers are excited to see the latest and greatest offerings here at the Chicago Auto Show. More than 1,000 vehicles on the floor. They might face sticker shock, though, and that's because the average price for a new vehicle just keeps climbing. It hit a record for the latest month we have figures for at more than $50,300. In some cases, automakers say that's because car buyers are looking for higher-end features and tech. In other cases, they say it's because of tariffs. We spoke with Kia, and they say they haven't passed on higher prices as a result of tariffs to customers just yet. And even though, yes, they are a foreign automaker, they assemble a lot of their vehicles in the United States. They built a factory in Georgia with the intention of making electric vehicles there, but when demand for those vehicles slumped, they switched gears.
We pivoted from our EV technology to hybrid technology. By the end of this year, all of our SUVs will have a hybrid variant. I think the hybrid is the middle of the road. It gets people initially thinking about the technology of an electric vehicle without the anxiety of recharging it.
For years at these shows, it was all about electric, and of course those kinds of cars are still here, but now the focus has shifted to hybrids.
It's not something I'm in the market for right now, but I think eventually it probably will be something we'll get.
We're out here and in the market for a new car, so that was a great opportunity to sit in some stuff, see what we like.
I just wanted to sit in a few more things and get a better sense of like what the visibility is and, you know, take a little bit more time.
So it really is one-stop shopping here, and a lot of customers appreciate the fact that they can really do more than just a test drive. They can get in all the vehicles they want to without a salesperson breathing down their neck. At the Chicago Auto Show, Grady Trimble, Fox Business.
Free and easy to clean. Smart, cost-effective, and guaranteed for life. Bath Fitter.
Portugal's presidential election took place on Sunday. Kids participated in their own democracy.
Dozens of children showed up to a polling station in Lisbon to cast their votes for beloved fictional characters.
Some icons that appeared on the ballot included Mickey Mouse, Elsa from Frozen, Super Mario, and Pixar's Stitch.
The democratically chosen results will be published over the next few days
on the local council's official page. What a great way to teach kids how to do that.
I wonder what the exit polling said.
Right? That's what I was thinking.
That's a cool thing. We did
That's
school
fun.
elections and stuff. That was always fun.
So practical.
It's good to get the kids involved in that. We have a busy week ahead.
Yes.
Fox 10 is in their parade tomorrow. I am riding in it tomorrow.
Are you?
We have parades going on
Watch
tonight.
your heads.
Yes, so it's going to be a fun week ahead, busy week ahead. We'll have more forecast updates coming up at 4.
All right, thanks for watching Fox 10 Live. We will see you at 4 p.m.